Mrs. Duüblé Jones, the lady with the stones to come here and to leave us alone. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist y'all in this life in any way that I can. Did y'all get to see the stone of the desire? I created her. She is not the stone of the 48. We do have our Aura Quartz set available for 20% off on the website. But I did create this baby boo today, and she is on sale. Her name is Golden Rose. Super, super, super beautiful piece. We have rose quartz, golden healer, and pyrite here, and it's a bangle. I was trying something different. Y'all know we've been declaring that I am a creative force energy, and y'all better go book y'all. Y'all better go get y'all one of these. It's a Kundalini activation ritual available on CrystalineMars.com. Ever since I did that freaking burnt that candle and did that Kundalini ritual for myself, like literally I have seen the shift, felt the shift, and I'm creating the shift. You understand me? So this is what she looks like on. Super, super, super cute. I've been feeling innovative for sure as we close out this Aquarius energy with just bringing newer pieces, very unique pieces to the website. So head over there and snatch this gorgeous, beautiful piece up if she resonates with you. Again, she's just $60 on the website, and if you bundle up on a few other things, some $5 rings, some $10 lock jewelry, or whatever have you, you'll get free shipping for all orders over $75. Thank you to all of you who have been placing your orders. Y'all been keeping me busy, and thank you so much. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love that you show. The cash apps. We got Frida Jula in the building. Welcome back. But thank y'all so much. If y'all like to support our business or our channel, our Instagram, whatever have you, you can do so. Our Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, all of that information is down below. And don't forget, every $5 enters your name into our raffle that will be held on the 1st of March. So that pretty much wraps up my spiel. So let's go ahead and get into the actual daily energy. I meant the message of the day. Okay, let me just put this down. Hold on, y'all. How was y'all day? Real quick. I'm trying to stall real quick while I do something. How was y'all day? My day was beautiful. I had a few appointments today, and I thoroughly enjoyed all of them. Oh, hell. Is this the countdown? This is definitely in alignment with the energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So the message of the day is follow what you teach. Or in other words, practice what you preach. Follow what you teach. Practice what you preach. All right? And when it comes to if you're following what you preach, following what you teach, that's definitely going to be brought to light. To those of you who thought you were doing something, you're going to see what you're really doing as we enter tomorrow's energy. So yeah, definitely, it's just time for you to hold yourself, you know, like we talked about yesterday, hold yourself accountable. May your word be bond. May your word be bond. Okay? Or may your word be bind. You know, may your word bind you to a certain timeline, to a certain energy. Okay? And so, because at the end of the day, you know what you're doing. At the end of the day, you know what you're repeating. And again, it's not about beating ourselves up, but it's about holding ourselves freaking accountable and saying like, look now, what we about to do? When we gonna do it? Okay, so let's go ahead and roll right into the daily energy because it is in alignment. So we have Countdown playing in the background by Beyonce, and this is from her album 4, and that 4 represents that Aquarius energy, and we have one more day in Aquarius season. And Aquarius season over this past 28 to 30 days or so, it has been calling for us to transcend. It has been calling for us to break the barriers, right? For us to for us to actually walk it how we've been talking it, for us to embrace the changes, for us to adapt to the changes, you know? And so as we dive into this daily energy, I'm going to be covering the daily energy for the 17th of February. We have all 3 water signs. Welcome in, Jasmine, EJ, Blessed. Welcome to all of you. Your day was sexy, Ashe. But On this day, we have all of the water elements present. That was the 8, because I was like, where's the 8? Where's the 8 on the daily energy? Y'all will see what I'm talking about. I need y'all to tap into the daily energy as well, y'all. On our YouTube channel, I know that I cover the daily energy on the nightly show, but I definitely encourage that you all check into the daily energy as a way to start your day. Like we talked about in the shower, while you're getting dressed, or before you get dressed, so you can know what vibes, what colors that you can wear to really work with the energy. But may you add that to your routine, okay? But for the 17th, we have the moon in Scorpio. All right, so that's one water sign. We have Monday represents Pisces and Cancer energy. So we have the other 2 water signs there. So when I say intuition is going to be heightened, when I say you're going to be able to see things clear as day, but also with that, on the other side of things, manipulation is a big thing as well that we need to be aware of and mindful of and in tune with ourselves so we may identify the shifts and be able to see through the masks, because the 17th adds up to 8, and I had pulled out, is it here at the deck? Hold on, yeah, I think it's here. Let me see. I did shuffle, so no, I don't think it's here anymore. But when I was pulling the cards for the daily energy, the false person card came out, and it was card number 8. And so it was you thinking it's one thing, something highly influencing you or manipulating you to make you think like something is okay or something is what it's not. So definitely hold on. Okay, we back Instagram. So definitely be aware of the deception here. So I have a few questions and just kind of things for us to be mindful of on the 17th. And one of them is, again, what energy is trying to manipulate you and what energy is influencing you, negative and positive. Okay, so again, that's why it's important that we are really in tune with ourselves on this day so we can feel what's happening, and then be able to honestly also get to the root of, like, is this source in alignment with where I'm trying to go or who I'm trying to become? Okay, so with the moon in Scorpio, with all of this water energy, it's definitely going to be bringing a lot of things to the shore for us to explore. A lot of things for us to explore, including our shadows, including our past, and all of those other things that we like to ignore. So definitely it is going to be a lot that comes to the surface, but it doesn't feel really, well, I guess it depends on what perspective you choose to take, because the daily energy adds up to 10. 217 also adds up to 10. If you combine those 2 10s, you have the 11, right? That 11 represents 2 Leo energy. So you could think of those as 2 pillars. So you may feel like you are being boxed in. You may feel like your back is against the wall because certain things are coming to the surface or coming back in front of you. In whatever way, may it be a temptation, whether it be a thought, whether it be an emotion, whether it be a person or whatever, a belief. And it's going to come again for you to shift your perspective, for you to accept this false reality as it is a false reality, a false light, a false love, a false hurt, a false pain, whatever it is. But ultimately, you will have that 11 energy to fortify you and to give you that strength that you need. I did have the devil tarot charm on my necklace paired with my Moldavite for about a month now. And today I felt led to change my charm to the strength card. So I have my strength card up here. So that was like really just reiterating the energy that I tapped into for tomorrow. And this is not only about tomorrow, because we are about to be entering Pisces season very soon. So we're about to be closing out our year. And so this is the time where it's like the big purge, a let it rain, a clear it out type energy. And we're definitely going to need to fortify ourselves, because our shadows are going to try to keep us comfortable. Our shadows are going to try to keep us safe. Our shadows are going to try to keep us at a certain space. So some of y'all can even benefit from a Moldavite piece. Definitely an investment that is worth it. We do have a beautiful pair of earrings that's still available on the website. I don't know who her mama or her daddy is, But y'all go claim y'all pieces. We have the earrings available as well as a necklace available on the website Moldavite. Mold, M-O-L-D, right? The cleaner you are, the harder it is for things to stick. All right. So where have you been sitting too long and now you moldy, now you rusty? Okay. Y'all should have seen me. When was that? Yesterday, bitch. I went to go work out and I was like, whoa, whoa. When I say I need some WE-40, bitch. So, you know, where is mold starting to form? Where is rust starting to form? And how can we get this energy moving in you? Okay, so that may resonate with somebody. But back to this daily energy for the 17th, don't fall victim to temptations, because with that 17, girl, when I say it was rough and Brother Logas was on the couch behind me, so I was like, bitch, come on, you gotta go, because I don't know if he looking at me, and I know he like, bitch, you supposed to be working out every day, why you up here struggling? So I had to push through. See, you do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, you ain't gotta worry about doing the most and faking it, bitch. But anyway, with the 17, the 7 plus 1, that adds up to 8, that Capricorn energy, which also brings back, like I said, that's the false person, but Capricorn is also connected to the devil card in tarot, which is connected to our unhealthy attachments. All right. You said I did my Miles Friday and I was struggling for real. No facts. So don't fall victim to temptations, because with this energy tomorrow, with that 17, add up to 8 Capricorn, there's definitely some things that's going to try to like just lure you in. Like, don't you want to do this? Like, I'm seeing the SpongeBob episode when SpongeBob and Patrick were delivering the pizza and they were so tired. They were hungry, they were thirsty because they had to walk, remember? And Squidward, goddamn devil, over here like, let's just eat the pizza. Look at the cheese, the pepperoni. And SpongeBob, with that solar plex energy, I'm ready, was like, no, I'm going to have integrity and I am going to go all the way. I am going to deliver this pizza to the customer. I don't care how cold, how old it is. And they was walking for a minute. But when they stopped and looked at that pizza, the pizza looked like it was fresh out the oven. Again, the illusion. So on this day, there may be some temptations that just arise, and you like, it doesn't have to be necessarily to addiction to like external things. It could just be a way of you normally operating, right? How you've been doing things. Like, you don't gotta wake up, or you don't gotta work out, or you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. And it's like, don't let the glitter, confuse you, and trick you into thinking it's actual gold. Okay, so be mindful of the temptations, fortify yourself. We have that Leo energy here to support us. When it comes to your beliefs, a lot of our beliefs are going to be challenged on this day as well. Okay. And because we have the 17, that 7 represents Pisces energy, which is I believe. And Monday also represents Pisces energy, which has to do with our beliefs and spirituality and things like that. And this is kind of, this Monday is really like a segue into Pisces energy. Like, what do you believe about yourself to be true? What do you believe about reality to be true? What do you believe about your potential to be true? What do you believe about your future to be true? What do you believe about your now to be true? And these truths that will come to light on this day are going to be more like darker truths, like uncertainty, doubt, all of like the negative things, all of the things that want to keep you in a certain space and talk you out of what your highest self know that you're capable of achieving. So challenge those beliefs that arise on this day. When those dark thoughts start to come in, or those things start to come in your mind to where talking you out of certain things, like, fortify yourself and do exactly what you said you're going to do. Again, stand on business. All right. So again, that pretty much wraps up the energy for the day, pretty much. The colors for the day are white and royal purple. So y'all go ahead and spam the comments with your white and purple hearts. Any rituals, if any of you would like to book, I would recommend booking a cut and clear. I would recommend Leave Me the F Alone and or Healing the Past ritual, available on CrystalineMars.com for 20% off. And I will also recommend y'all booking an in-depth birth chart reading. I did an in-depth birth chart reading with Jasmine today, and it was really, 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 really beautiful. And I recommend an in-depth birth chart reading for all of you because it will definitely help you with understanding your shadows. And when I say shadows, I mean the hidden aspects of yourself. The parts of you that you quite don't understand, but you know, like, okay, this is me, this is how I've always been, but you don't really understand the why. You don't understand like the depth of it. Book your readings on crystalinemars.com and let's get to the root of tutor. I write it down, I make it plain, I send it your way so you can always go back to it. But head over to the website and book your in-depth, not the snapshot, but the in-depth birth chart reading so you may truly understand yourself, so you can make the best out of your experiences and show up as your best self whilst understanding that your lower self, if you want to call it that, is still going to be here. You know what I mean? So the crystals for today are hematite, moonstone, and clear quartz. All right, y'all. So that concludes our daily energy check-in. Now we got a little bit of sprinkle of time for tarot tea time, you and me time. I see all y'all hearts. I love y'all so much. I send y'all so much love, man. I really, really do love y'all. And thank y'all for choosing to be here right now, man. Like, for real, Yoli. You already know, Lee. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to take a little sip. What you got on your lip? Who got lip piercing? I don't think I'll ever have the balls to do that. You say, yes, I need one, even though I broke it down to self. I know you will break it down more for me. Ashe, I'm here when you're ready to explore. Jasmine said, much needed. Thank you again. Of course. Thank you, babe. Thank you. You said, Childu said they was walking that whole episode, no facts. And when they looked at the pizza, it just got out the oven, bitch. What? Look at the cheese, the pepperonis. Sheba said, yes, I have been studying my birth chart often. It's been a great guide for sure. For sure. So let's go ahead and get into it. And as we enter this Pisces season 2, a lot of us are going to be called to explore deeper, you know? All right. Let's see what we got. So I'm pulling from our Unveiled deck in honor of the moon entering Scorpio. Y'all know our Unveiled deck is like our Scorpio energy deck. So let's see. Somebody's got a fresh haircut. Frida Jula said, I missed y'all. No cap, we missed you too. All right, so we have what can you learn from this situation and or person? Literally what we talked about for tomorrow. What is this teaching you? What is this teaching you? What have you learned that you're just still repeating? What are you letting guide you and lead you? How can you shift the roles here? How can you shift the roles here, right? A lot of you can definitely benefit from a spiritual clearing as well. It's like you need to claim your seat at the front of the bus, in the driver's seat, not the freaking front. Because some of you are, I'm seeing somebody literally sit in the seat. Y'all know how like the buses have like the driver's seat on the bus, like a city bus. And it's like a wall, right? Because I had to be clear with the city bus, because with the city bus, you can't see. But with the school bus, you can see the driver. But with the city bus, it's that little wall right there, right? And I see somebody sitting right there on the little seat right there behind the wall. And so you may not even be consciously aware of what parts of you, because it's not that these are like foreign entities. It's all aspects of you that just may be foreign to you. But who's in the driver's seat, right? And on this, during this time, especially as we enter this Pisces season, you're going to be able to really meet other aspects of yourself when you're in these different emotional seasons. Like when you're happy, this spirit is in the front, you know, driving the bus. And then when you're feeling more anxious, this spirit, you know, because what I'm seeing right now is Inside Out. So that might be a good movie for somebody to watch as well, or run back. Inside Out and Inside Out 2 are really great movies. Not sure if it's on Disney Plus or Netflix, but it was pretty much like the different emotions, and depending on what she was feeling or what they wanted her to feel, they would like deposit that and she would feel that. So it's more so you identifying like, okay, when I'm feeling like this, what do I typically resort to? Is that good for me? Is it healthy? Is it not healthy? And what can I do with it? What can I do with it? What needs to be done with it? How can I put it in its proper place? But as long as you just keep saying, oh, this is just what it is, or this is just how I am, like, you're allowing for yourself to get really comfortable in a space that you shouldn't be. You said it's Disney, and they have a show now too. Squidward, I didn't know. You started a painting of Oba today, Ashe. Let's see what we have. We have let them have their opinion of you, even if it's altered or wrong. It's their right, not your truth. Okay? Let them have their opinion of you, even if it's altered or wrong. It's their right, not your truth. So there could also be some things that come to light with this Scorpio energy here. There could be some things from your past. There could have been some things that you did that you may, just wish you could kind of erase. There could be some things that you want to stand up for and like clear your name about. And Spirit's like, let them have their opinion of you. Let them have their opinion of you. I was watching, I've been really into, I don't know how it came up on my YouTube feed, but it's some kind of YouTube channel where they show like people get busted. So like people who do like cams, it's like released videos of the police body cams. So during like, some people would like steal, some people would like be trying to commit like fraud and like report, like try to withdraw money from the banks. And it just showed a whole video and like showed a person and the act and everything. And last night I was watching this one video of this guy where he got pulled over for a traffic stop, but he actually had a warrant. He had a whole band of money on him. The police officer had put the guy's money on the passenger seat. He took him to the police station. But then when they got out the car, the guy who was under arrest, he was like, I heard the rubber band pop. And he asked another officer, like, can you check my money? Can you check him? Because they're like, well, we're going to count the money, and how much is it? And he had like it was hundreds of dollars, hundreds of bills. And so he was like, I don't want to tell you how much, because if I tell you how much and I'm a little off, then y'all going to think I'm bluffing about the whole thing. And so the officer's in the seat. He's sitting in his seat. The guy is outside of the car with the other police officers. And he's like, can y'all just check him? Because he's moving fishy. He over here squirming. Like, I know he took some of my money. I can't put my finger on it, but I know he took some of my money. And the guy was just like, his whole face started shitting bricks. And he was like, no, I didn't. But his energy, like, you could just tell, like, he was like, fuck. Because his face literally looked like, fuck. But he was trying to cover it up. And then he sat in the car though. He ain't moved. So they kept like giving him a hard time. And he was like, can you please check them? Can you please check him? And they sat there about 5 fucking minutes going back and forth. So he done slid the money somewhere at this point. So he finally gets out the car and he's like, look, I didn't do anything. I don't have it. He tried to like empty his pockets, like, look. And the guy was like, anybody who knows that they didn't do anything, they would be open to you just, they wouldn't do the most like he's doing right now. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to empty out all his pockets and try to prove his case. But in the very beginning, he would have just surrendered and been like, y'all could search. I mean, I get out the car now, like, do whatever you need to do. Like, what you want me to do? You can move, whatever, look in the compartments, whatever. And so I just channel all of that because some of you may definitely feel the need to like do the most, like, see, I didn't do this, or see, I did this, or see. And Spirit's like, no need to do all of that, because when you know that you moved in integrity, when you know that you did what you was supposed to do, it'll all come out. What's done in the dark always come out in the light. So it's no need for you to try to defend yourself. If you are asked questions, speak your piece, speak your truth, but do not do the most to try to convince anybody that you are innocent, to convince anybody that you are enlightened, to convince anybody that you are loyal, to convince anybody that you are worthy. Like, don't do the most, because your energy will definitely speak for you. Your results will speak for you, right? So let's get back to this. That was interesting. And so he actually ended up getting caught, just to let y'all know, in case y'all was wondering. He was like, he's showing me all that, but can y'all check the car? And the police officer, they did not believe him. And so his sheriff, his boss, came over and he was like, look, see, right there. He was in the cuffs. He was like, see, you see them Blueface hundreds right there on the side of the car. And he was like, that ain't mine. And he was like, exactly, my point exactly. I told y'all that he took my money. It was $900 that the police officer stole. And so, I don't know, that may be a theme as well. Like, some of y'all may be trying to sneak and geek. Some of y'all may be in a financial situation where you might try to, like, slip little, you know how you do at Walmart. We all been there at one point in time. Some of us may not have. But where you may be in a financial bind, you're like, well, I'm at the self-checkout, but I'm going to just, you know, skip over this item. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to try to change the price tag over this. Whatever your things are, because it may not even be around theft, but it's around you sneaking and geeking and not moving in integrity, you know. But I need you to remember that you are always under surveillance by the Most High. And again, like I said before, you may not always get caught for what you do, but you definitely will pay for what you do. So again, it could be, you know, you speaking ill on somebody's name. It is you praying on somebody's downfall. This can be you know, showing up to work late, but your boss come after you, so you thinking, oh, they come after me so they don't know I'm late, you know. But you definitely need to move in integrity at all times. That was just a takeaway, okay? Because your shadow may definitely come in and try to convince you why certain things are okay, and your higher self is like, you know better, okay? To thy own self be true. All right. Blessed said, I feel like your fire signs are your favorite, but you channel the best Scorpio messages. I love it. You are spot on as usual. Ashe. My North Node is in Scorpio, so that is the energy that I'm meant to master. So Ashe today. I guess that means I'm on the right path. And I've been through a lot. I've experienced a lot. I've done a lot. And that's why I speak what I speak. It's from, a lot of it's from experience. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. And I'm glad y'all getting what y'all need nonetheless. But also the card that we have here. And so even, let's flip that, because that may not have even been for you. That could have been for somebody else, where you may be trying to, he did this, or she did that, or, you know, just really trying to shine light on somebody's truth. And Spirit's like, you just be the light. You just be the light. Okay, and their shadows will be casted upon. There will be a light casted upon their shadows. There's a timing, there's a rhyming, there's a season. Okay, and for you to put so much energy into trying to get somebody else's karma, or, you know, serve somebody else's karma, like, you have other things to worry about. Okay, so again, like Brother Logas said a few lives ago, he was like, this is a time where we need to focus on ourselves, worry about ourselves. And one of our lovelies over here on YouTube was like, I feel sad for leaving certain people behind. But if you're not careful, you will stick yourself in a place trying to unstick others. You may see others that are stuck, and you're like, oh, let me help you. And it's like, now you're in the quicksand. If you don't care your fucking ass, you was the one that got away. Or you the one that could get away. And all you can do is pray and keep it moving. You understand? But anyway, let's get back to the cards. We have, do not allow unacceptable behavior. Stop making excuses for them. That is not your cross to carry. You are not their savior. Okay. Hold on. Do not allow unacceptable behavior. So again, we listen and we fucking judge. We listen and we fucking judge. Here, you'd be a fool to not. Okay? And you can judge and still accept, like, hey, you know, you are who you are. You can still judge and have compassion. You can still judge and extend grace. But with this unacceptable behavior, it has to do with ourselves too. Like, again, we often talk about people not wanting to hold themselves accountable, but when it comes to ourselves, it's hard to swallow that pill as well. Again, practice what you preach. Like, it's hard to it's easier said than done. It's easier to point out somebody else's flaws and say what they're not doing versus looking in the mirror and in that moment saying, hey, I'm doing the same damn thing. You know, so what are you doing that's no longer acceptable? What are you doing that's no longer acceptable that you have been accepting? Stop making excuses for yourself. Stop making excuses for yourself. But with that, that is not your cross to carry. You are not their savior. That's just confirmation. I was just channeling that energy and I pulled the card out. Well, the card was already here, but I read the card after I channeled that energy where it's like, that's not your cross, boss. That's not your cross, boss. So we're about to close out. Brother Logas has entered the room. So today was more like a channel kind of day, Ashay. Let's pull from the deck. Let's pull from the deck. I'm missing you. Mystique said, let's get the lights up, please, YouTube. So we have the Ace of Wands here. All right. So like I said, this came out for the daily energy, but like I said, if you do seek truth, the truth is always revealed. You know, we have the sun, we have the sunlight every day. And even when the sun go down, the moon is here, giving us some light as well. But again, that false light, you know, so there's always truth to be found. But are you looking for it? You know, or are you just looking for something to get you by, something to pacify you, something that is like telling you what you want to hear, or just, you know, confirming what you want, but it's not really something that serves you. Let me see. What's this Ace of Wands? We have playing the part. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands playing a part. So this is like, to thy own self be true here. Take care of your responsibilities and plan your next move carefully without making it obvious. So I was channeling that energy as well, where it was like, you don't have to make an announcement about what you're doing. You don't have to make an announcement about what you're doing. Sometimes that's where we make mistakes, where we make commitments with ourselves, or we set our minds up, and now we're like telling the whole wide world, and that's not for the world to know necessarily. And also, I got this too, I was thinking about it earlier. It's often that when we make our mind up about something, about what we're gonna do, and we set our mind up to that thing, like then the energy wants to come in and challenge that. Like, oh, you said you're gonna do this, now I'm about to make it harder for you. You know, you said you're not gonna do that, now I'm about to tempt you with something to give you the opportunity to like fall victim and like to fall for it. And so know that when you do have that light bulb moment and you do decide to turn your life over to Christ, or you decide to like let go of something, know that the challenge is going to come through a little thicker, just to really to keep you in a space again. We have jury duty here. So playing the part, and we have jury duty. So again, this is giving like the surveillance energy. This is giving like the surveillance energy that I tapped into before, where a lot of you are being watched and you don't even know it. You don't even realize it here. But with the jury duty, nobody likes to go to jury duty, because with that, you got to like sit in a court situation thingy that has nothing to do with you missing out on work, even though I think you could get paid technically. But there may be some things that you don't want to do that you know you need to do here, but we have got to go. You gotta go to the damn jury duty. So this is, and jury duty is something that is mandatory. Like when you get them papers, you gotta go, if I'm not mistaken, right? And so, you know, there could be some things, some callings, there could be some contracts that require for you to show up, but you can't show up with the old versions of you. I mean, you can, but if you continue to show up with those old habits, now you got a new job and they don't play, and you coming with those old habits, thinking you could slide into work late, thinking you could sneak on your phone, talk on your phone, thinking you could play music, thinking you could take longer lunch breaks, thinking you could do these same things, you're definitely going to fuck around and find out and lose that job, you know? So Spirit's like, before it gets that bad, identify within yourself, like, what do I need to change? Is it my mindset? Do I complain a lot? You know, do I complain about the little that I have? You know what I mean? Yes, we have the wedding. So what are you committing to? Who are you committing to? What are you exchanging energy with? Okay, and lastly, we have the strength here. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So like we talked about for tomorrow's energy, with this fortifying yourself, with this persevering, the moment you commit, because it's given like, you know, like when you single, don't nobody want you, but then when you're in a relationship, everybody wants you type shit. That's what it's given when I talk about like the things you commit to. As soon as you commit to